I kind of feel like CSU picked me, I guess, because right out of high school I wanted to go to school in England, and so my senior year I went over to England and viewed a campus that I was looking at, and I fell in love with it and I liked it a whole lot. But then prior to that, I guess, I had been in the newspaper for stuff concerning Taekwondo, and I had talked about how someday I wanted to perhaps be an astronaut or do something in the science field. And so I think it was the department head at that time, his name was Dr. Tong, and he apparently read the newspaper article. So he called and sent a letter, and he said, come visit CSU, and we would love to have you in our program. And so of course I went, and at first I was really surprised because I never really had thought about mechanical engineering. But and so I was kind of hesitant. Then when it was time to sign up and figure out where I wanted to go to college, then I finally decided, okay, CSU is probably a good fit for me, and I decided to do mechanical engineering out of getting the opportunity that Dr. Tong had provided me, just to see the campus and meet people. I just really enjoyed that, and so I decided it's a good fit for me, so that's how I came about it. I work for the Global Innovation Center, and here at the lab, the stoves that we're working with are mostly wood-burning stoves. And basically what these stoves do is just burn wood more efficiently than, per se, an open fire. Because when you have an open fire, the fire doesn't get hot enough, and so without the fire getting hot enough, it just creates more smoke, and that's how you get more and more pollution. But if you can contain that and make the fire a lot hotter in a proper combustion chamber, then you are able to get a more efficient fire and also a cleaner burning fire. And at the same time, we're looking for new developments to better improve stoves that are currently out there, and also mass produce stoves so that more people can get a hold of this technology. Prior to working in this facility, I had no idea that the indoor air pollution was such a big problem. And I did know some of it because traveling to different areas of the world in the developing countries, I was aware that there was something that just wasn't right. I mean, you could breathe in someone's house and it wasn't good. And so when I started working here, I became aware that half of the world still is dealing with this problem. It's a global dilemma that kills 5 million people a year, and the most affected are children and women, because they're the ones that are in the kitchen cooking. It has a lot of effect on tuberculosis and just breathing, pneumonia, just so many things that come to be a problem. And so working here has allowed me to see that and to be able to share with people, because across the board, not a lot of people know that 3 billion people are still suffering and are still dealing with this. And this is just a basic necessity that, as engineers, perhaps we can help, bring forth new light to the situation. I enjoy school a whole lot, but I enjoy so many things outside of school. And I think it's a misconception a lot of times that when you're going to be an engineer, that you have to drop everything and it's just books, and you forget about friends and doing this and doing that. And for me, I've found it's completely the opposite. It's like I've gotten busier as the years I've been here have progressed, because I do want to be a medical doctor. I just have come to love, though, all the research that I'm doing here, that I'm so split on medicine and engineering and the biomass stoves and working for the Global Innovation Center, that I just decided, really you can mix all of them together and really make a difference that way. All my passions could come together, and I could do something that I really like. I love to serve people, and I do really believe that if one person can run a country and one person can make changes for a country, one person can save it, one person can do a lot for a country. And so a lot of times we think of leadership as, are these problems that are just too hard to handle, but I do think that one person can make a difference.